Hi guys, it's Shami from Crafts Names and Things. So today we are going to make these kind of DIY embellishments. They're just kind of painted like circle shaped things that I just doodled in. They're really kind of cool. I'm going to bring them up close that you can see. And I like to use these just to put in Happy Mail or even on an art journal page just to add a little bit of interest. They are made with watercolors and they are super simple to make. And you can use the cheap Crayola watercolors that you have. You don't need anything expensive. And I'm just going to kind of show you a few and take you through the process. So what you're going to do, and these will be available for print in my Etsy shop if you're interested in getting some, but they're really cool. You just cut around, you know, as much or a little as you want of the design off, and really they just have scribbles, but I think that they have just an interest. They'll just add kind of a visual interest to an art journal page, or just great to have. But I'm going to show you how to make them yourself too. So all you're going to need is just your watercolor palette. I have a cheap one just from Michael's that I use. This was like $4.99, and then I used a 40% off coupon. You can even use the Crayola kind. I got some that were like even cheaper than Crayola before, and I just got done using those. So I just bought this new one because I needed some more watercolors. So I'm just going to kind of set that over here, and then over here I just have a ton of pins and that kind of stuff that I'll use. So just kind of pick whichever color you want, okay? And you're just going to make circles, and we're going to make like multicolor circles. So I just have a brush here, nothing too fancy, just take one color at a time, you know, and just make the center. Make some that maybe don't have a center. And I'm just using purple. That's my favorite color, so that's what I tend to start out with. But as I said, these are just so much fun to make. And I just have a little rag, you know, right on top of my little palette here. And I'm going to go in with a beautiful green color. It's kind of like a turquoisey, pretty color. Just going to go in and then go around. And these are not meant to be perfect. They're meant to look very organic, like just, you're going to mix the colors in. They're just supposed to be like really fun. So don't get hung up, you know, on anything basically. Okay, we're going to go here, here. And all you need is just a little bit of water and some color. That's it. And let's go in and get some orange, which you'll just, you know, fill up the entire page, full of color, just like that. Just as I said, very organic. You don't need anything too crazy. Just very organic, okay? And just, you know, add different colors. Start out with different colors, just mix in, add whatever you want, just to kind of add in. It's just so much fun. You can mix a couple of blues together, a couple colors together, and that's fine too. But as I said, I just love these to give as embellishments in Happy Mail. And then, you know, before you cut them up or anything, scan them into your computer, and then you'll always have them. Yeah, so it's just really cool. And I want to do some yellow, so I'm going to grab some yellow here. some pretty, pretty yellow. And like I said, just make it organic. You know, like don't worry about making perfect circles. These are not meant to be perfect. They're just meant to, and they don't even have to be round shaped. Like I said, you just want them very, very organic. Like, nothing too crazy or anything, just fun. You're just having fun putting a little bit of color down, okay? Let's go in and get some pink. It's pretty deep purple pink that I'm going to use. And if I see white spots, I can just go in and add just a highlight with this pretty pink color that I have. Beautiful. Okay. And you can make them as big or as small as you want. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to dry these off really quick. And this is just plain drawing paper that I get from the dollar store in those pads. Works great. It takes on, you know, a good amount of water, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, and then you're just going to get out your Sharpie, whatever you have. I just have some markers here that I like to use. And you're just going to create just some fun shapes. So let me bring it in just a little bit closer here. Yeah, so I just like to just make it organic. Like, just maybe draw just a whole bunch of different circles on top of each other. You kind of want it to really look like a kid did it. I just think that that's much more interesting. And then I have a Jelly Roll pen here, so I'm just going to add just some white in there. A little bit more. See? And that one I would call done. Okay? And then I have some here. These are really cool. I got these from eBay, and they have dual tips, so those are really cool. And like how I like to use these is I use the thin end, and I'm just going to make scribbles. So I just take that thin end in a bunch of different colors. I'm just going to scribble right on top. Nothing too fancy, nothing. I'm going to make them go both ways. Make sure you don't puncture the paper like I just did. You can add a little bit of black. Get some purple in there. Okay. And then on top of that, I am going to just make kind of like some bars in white. Okay. Kind of like a grid, just with my white gel pen. Just like that. Okay, just to add just a little bit of interest. And then you can also make like little scallop edges, and those are really cool. So just go around the perimeter and just make scallops. Can you see that? Good. Oops. And I'm not worried about if these are perfect, and I'm just going to put dots on the inside. And again, I'm being, you know, partly careful. This is not like cardstock or anything, so get a little too much ink on it, it can run, but we're just making everything just beautifully organic here. Just beautiful. Okay? We're going to go in here, we're going to make a swirly. Okay? Just like that. And then you can just draw swirlies in here. We can even make like something so that it's open and then have things going out of it. Kind of like a starburst shape, just like that. Okay, and then we can just make circles. And my Sharpie's going out a little bit, but I don't mind that. I kind of like when it's not, whole lines completely. Oops, and see, I pushed too hard and that wasn't quite dry. But you'll just fill up a whole page just with all these fun little shapes, okay? So I just wanted to share this with you. It's a lot of fun to do. It's super simple. And you can just pull out your pins and, doodle on up, have a good time here. And I'm going to go in here and just put some lines. See that? I'm just going to put some lines. Sorry, my camera gets a little blurry when I pull things in close. So hopefully you can see that. If not, there will be videos, some pictures at the end too. Just going to add a little bit of light to the centers of these. There we go. Just adding a little bit of white, just like that. Okay, and then we can add some white to that one. Okay, and as I said, these are just super fun to make. You can add some scribblies to that. Just make some wiggly lines, just to give it some interest. Okay, and up here too, we'll add some squigglies. Okay, so that's the way it looks. Super simple, lots of fun to make, and very, very easy. Okay, so there's that one, and there's this one. This one I just did dots around, and and then I just added some white. And then that one I did a swirly, but I added lots of white dots. You see those? But this is the way some of them look, so you get an idea of kind of what I did. But they're really cool looking. They're so much fun to make. Just really good and organic. And you can add as many colors as you want, in whatever order you want. And imagine these on an art journal page. They would just really pop and be beautiful. They are watercolor, so you will have to seal them. You can go over them with Mod Podge or something very carefully. You don't want to streak it, but if you just dab it on there, that will protect the surface. But as I said, if you want to order them from me, I'm going to scan them into my computer, and then you can just, print them out. And they're going to be like $1, so just something to think about. So it's very simple. And I just wanted to show you how you can make these beautiful DIY, like painted watercolor circles for your art journal pages, okay? So I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.